This is a sick example of the almost unbelievable descent into gruesome savagery in American movies. Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times wrote that about the film that I'm about to review, and if that quote alone wasn't enough to get you to run right out and pick up this title, then hopefully my review will be the icing on the cake to get you motivated to go watch this film. And the film that I'm talking about is the new Synapse release of The Exterminator on DVD Blu-ray combo pack. And if you like 70s grindhouse, shameless, and sleazy exploitation revenge movies, and quite frankly, who in their right mind doesn't, you're going to want to go pick this flick up. It's the story of a man who, a Vietnam vet, who after the savage beating and almost murder of his best friend, becomes a vigilante in New York City, becomes the Exterminator, dons the title, the Exterminator, and decides to take out the trash, to fight his own one-man war against the corrupt. And this is classic New York City of the 70s, as depicted as just a squalid urban hellhole, ruled by the corrupt, populated by just the most immoral dregs of society, pimps and prostitutes and all sorts of fun degenerates, it's really a wild movie. I mean, I really enjoyed this movie. It's a lot of fun. It's like I said, it's super violent. It's super shameless. It's just a lot of fun. Christopher George stars in the movie as a cop chasing down the Exterminator. Christopher George, of course, of Pieces and Gates of Hell fame. Robert Ginty plays the titular character of the Exterminator. Just, I mean, people being fed to being fed into meat grinders, people being shot in the genitals with 44 Magnums. Just imagine the most immoral, degenerate people you can imagine in a film, being taken out just as immorally. It's like the perfect combination of degenerates being taken out and just being fed to meat grinders, being burned alive, being shot in the groin with a 44 Magnum. A 44 Magnum, which contains homemade hollow point bullets filled with mercury. So I mean, if the 44 Magnum alone didn't blow a hole the size of a bowling ball through you, you've got mercury poisoning to deal with if you survive that. This is the unrated director's cut of the film. The special features on the disc include the original director's cut of the movie, featuring even more gore and violence. It's newly restored original stereo soundtrack mix and audio commentary with director James Glickenhaus, theatrical trailer and television spots all in HD. The movie looks great in HD. The sound quality is great in HD. The movie begins in Vietnam, showing our protagonist and his best friend as like POWs being tortured by the Viet Cong, and it's Vietnam as shot in like somebody's backyard in upstate New York. So it's what it looks like, at least. So that's kind of fun to watch. There's a really cool beheading scene there at the beginning. It's just a ton of fun. I really can't say enough good things about it. I so enjoyed myself watching The Exterminator. My only quib with the movie is that it runs a little bit long. I'm guessing that's because it's the director's cut. There's some scenes in it that kind of seem to go nowhere, that are character-y scenes. The characters are actually pretty good. The performances are pretty good. Chris George and Paul Ginty both give good performances. Samantha Eggar gives a good performance. It's just a lot of fun. It's in that Death Wish style of urban vigilante, and well, I mean, it doesn't really explore that quandary, the duality of why am I using the terms duality and quandary when I'm talking about The Exterminator. I don't know. I went off someplace else there. But this is a really fun movie. I highly recommend it. Go out, pick it up. I'll put a link down below to Synapse's official website. But yeah, just a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. Tons of fun. Can't say enough good things about it. Highly recommend it. The Exterminator, James Glickenhaus, Christopher George, Robert Ginty. The man they pushed too far. Pushing back. Pushing hard. Check it out. Peace.